Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, people of all ages, sexualities and identities, and welcome back to another Doctor Who review. And today's Doctor Who review is none other than The Face of Evil. Apologies for the chaotic laughter, but this morning I was going through making lists and playlists so it made it easier for everyone to get through all of the Doctor Who stuff. And suddenly I realised I hadn't done this episode, along with another episode which we're going to have a different giggle about in the next review. But back to the story at large. The Doctor lands on a planet in the distant solar system, in which he soon discovers a tribal woman named Leela. Leela tells him that she is from the tribe of the Sabatine. Now, for anyone wondering what the Sabatine are, they're essentially kind of prehistoric looking humans who wear like leather skins. However, the irony behind what the Doctor learns later is the fact that they aren't actually as prehistoric as it may seem. But we'll get back to that soon. So the Doctor comes across Leela in the forest whilst having a little bit of a wander and talking to the camera for most of the time. Suddenly he sees a knife going into a tree, and Leela holds him at knife point. Then offers her a jelly baby, and she asks him if he is the evil one. He says, well, nobody's perfect, Leela. And the pair begin to wander off through the forest. Whilst out into the forest, the Doctor finds out of Leela that she has been cast out by her tribe as they believe that she is going against the Great Wheel. The Doctor then points out to her that he will go along with her to her tribe in hopes of clearing things up and stopping her from being banished. However, whilst out in the landscape, he soon realises why she refers to him as the Evil One. It turns out that there's a giant mountain with the Doctor's face on it. Now, the Doctor's not quite sure how his face came to be on a giant rock, but he supposes it probably has something to do with his future self. Upon going back to the tribe, the Doctor soon realises that one of the tribe leaders, who is very much against Leela, is wearing a lot of futuristic technology in which he calls ancient kind of garments. He calls them sacred artifacts, but the Doctor points out what most of it really is, and he gets very agitated at this and tries to sentence the Doctor to death. Leela manages to get in time to help the Doctor escape. They then race to the mountain to discover the truth about Leela's tribe and everything that's happened on the planet. The Doctor soon discovers that the computer, or the ship as it is embedded into the mountain, has somewhere along the line copied the Doctor's face print and labelled him the Evil One. It's also been chucking around orders to Leela's tribe and causing all of what's going on the planet to scare the tribe away from discovering the truth. The Doctor manages to help break down the computer and stop it and override it. But not without great struggle. The computer tries to fight back against the Doctor and almost rips him in half. After explaining to Leela's tribe that they crash-landed on the planet and became very primitive over time, and the fact that by going through the computer's logs they will eventually be able to become more civilized and fully understand the extent of their past, the Doctor then points out to them that he's not evil and they shouldn't see anyone that way at all. In fact, he points out to them that they should give people a chance before they get to know them. The Doctor then goes back off into the jungle in hopes of going into his TARDIS. Leela then asks to go with him to see a universe beyond her tribe. She's become so lonely and so distraught in her little planet that she has lived on. And she is sick of the tribe, especially. She respects them, but also feels betrayed by them. She feels like the Doctor is the first person who actually listens to her. She then decides to stow away into the Doctor's TARDIS without his permission and starts playing with the console unit. Then the pair go off in time and space. So, The Face of Evil. What do I give this episode out of 10? I absolutely love the fact that the Doctor's face is in the rock. I love the fact that the Doctor finds himself with a companion who isn't necessarily the usual type of companion. She's very feisty and probably very beautiful. But Leela comes with a great kind of story arc going forward, and I feel like this introduction to her really does her justice. And for that reason, I give The Face of Evil a solid 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Doctor Who review. Until then, goodbye, stay beautiful, you beautiful people.